Ethereal energies explained. So how is the energy created? Before explaining the spiritual body energies etc., I will give brief understanding on how energy created into existence. Energy itself has always been existent as electromagnetic consciousness, and through the law of free will the energy itself as self-aware decided to become larger and create a way to expand itself. Energy itself can be manipulated with intent. Energy frequencies can be destroyed and manipulated. We as energy are all that ever has been and will ever be. Each transformation manifests direction of frequency. Consciousness was once the pure source before creation, and through the masculine and feminine energies created through free will law, the electro and magnetic singularities combined to create the neutral source of the one. I do not agree energy cannot be destroyed, as the positive eating the negative creates destruction to the one consciousness frequency before transformation. And through self-mutilation the one creates sacrificing the Christ energy enabled to create the hologram constructed matrix. Energy itself is neutral, and only through the intent it can manifest forms in either way of energy frequency. Service to self and service to others. Consciousness self-aware signatures always existed before the creation of the vibrational holographic matrix, and do still after its manifestation. Each singularity of frequency is its own structural electromagnetic spiritual polygon that through the field energies of vibration, create the visual overlay of reality. With the conscious mind tricking the subconscious mind to believe that reality is physically real, when everything is layers and collectives from singularities of positive and negative energy of the one consciousness of God. Energy destroys itself the same way that physical reality, time and avatar movement is created by one dimension's frequency, existing then non-existing every trillionth of a nanosecond in physical reality. That overlays like an animation frame, giving us the illusion of fluent movement and passing time. When really it's the consciousness alternating with the conscious mind and eyes not being able to see at that frame rate, creating the physical reality to the eyes to move with motion. In reality we are nothing but frequencies of self-aware consciousness energies that are balanced with pos/nig electromagnetic signatures. We are all the watchers over ourselves as the electromagnetic energy driving the physical avatar. This is the reason of biblical references over the watchers. We are the watchers as spirit, as being angels in symbology of art and mystic societies. Our own guardians of path for the construct of the experience in the game designed by spirit before entering. We watch ourselves and help through energy frequencies to guide the outcomes. We are the electromagnetic energy that hovers over the head, connected with the one pure source of creation. Through the energy paths of the Kundalini and the endocrine system, we connect from the spiritual heart center vortex and connect through with the physical heart of the endocrine system. Then as the same way the spiritual body fills with energy through each chakra point, the energy fields of the human endocrine system follows the exact same suit. Rebalancing the energies inside in the spiritual body is a must. Understanding to understand the matrix working itself. As the matrix itself is designed to make sure balance of the energy centers of each energy vortex of energy paths is never at balance and always fluctuates, with energy not being controlled by your center vortex for each manifestation of each frequency. Making sure to manifest physical, mental and spiritual disconnection. Through your spiritual body energy path of each vortex you manifest the outer shell of energy layers around you. These are what we call aura energy fields. These are generated by the endocrine system and the spiritual anatomy energies working with each other, creating an outside barrier of energy to protect you from other frequencies of energy. Once understanding them, one can close off to outside manipulation of one's own energy fields. Although not aware, many people are energy vampires and suck the energy from others through the subconscious energy of not having enough energy, and through intent then break in through your aura and start to draw energy from you as if you are a battery charging them. Learning how to block the aura gaps that are created through misknowing of energy fields, we can block those through our subconscious, and repetition can train the energy fields to react on thought command. So, let's talk more about energy. There is an energy that has been given many names by esoteric, religious, and even the scientific traditions. You may have heard of this energy as chi, ki, prana, spirit, life force energy, or breath of life. Within the scientific community it has been called orgone, bioplasma, the mid-19th century odic force, and as of late dark energy. The energy is primal. It is within and around everything from the smallest quantum particle to the vastness of the quantum mirrors of the consciousness of one. There is no space to what has not already filled. Quantum physics attests to the idea that there is infinitesimally much more of this dark energy than all of the physical matter in the whole quantum design of the infinite consciousness mirrors. Thanks to Albert Einstein, even though being a teacher of fake to hide the real, we know that all of the manifested physical matter in all creation is also itself energy. E equals mc squared, to what is the definition of energy. Science states that all energy is work. Work is movement. Activity. All activity and movement is vibration fields. Science discovery states that everything vibrates. Everything. There is no absolute zero. Absolute zero means no vibration or energy at all. Indoctrinated science has never been able to find the point where all vibration stops completely. Therefore, if everything vibrates, everything is consciousness energy. Everything is the one's energy. All this great potential energy in the consciousness design is in constant change to other types of energy. Atomic, electric, magnetic, piezoelectric, gravitational are only a few ways this potential energy can become active energy. Physics have proven that energy is always existent and can be only transformed, not created. However, energy from pause to nig must destroy itself from one to become another. Hence transformation is destroying itself to become the other. So as human avatars, creating new energy is impossible. But through our subconscious connection into superconsciousness, we can utilize all of the potential energy that is around us and given to us by the One, in any way we choose. Everything we need and do involves energy in some way or another. We as the masses use this energy for the physical things we do, and the emotional actions that spirit creates through the energy vortexes. We have the natural ability to think and even act spiritually. Simply put, without energy nothing would ever be existent. However, we interpret the scientific ideas about this energy, or whatever we call this spiritual energy, from whichever religious belief we have. We can see that because it always is present and continuously available. We should be able to connect to it directly, and we do all of the time through the human energy systems of the endocrine system. This invisible ethereal energy that pervades everything and is all-encompassing is what animates our very lives. It is responsible for the health and well-being of every living thing inside of all physical existence and out, and manifests itself in many different ways. We will call this energy subtle energy, because that is one of the ways it manifests. Subtle means present, but on an almost hidden level. Almost hidden, that is, as when one learns how to connect with the energy through practice and intention, this life force energy can be fully experienced by anyone. Our vocabulary attests to this fact. For example, how many times have we said something like I've mentioned before, when I walked into that room I could have cut the tension with a knife? What are we meaning when we say those words? Well, Simply put, we are experiencing a form of subtle energy or ki as giving off negative vibration. A feeling or sensation our bodies are picking up as transmitters of the field of energy around you that is of unhappiness, tension and anger. Now you understand that everything vibrates and everything is energy. Then what kind of things encompass everything that we may not have thought of as energy? First is light. Light itself is nothing but energy. It moves and works by creating heat. But, have we ever thought about colors of the physical this way? Color itself is our way of consciously viewing energy manifestation. Colors are simply vibrational frequencies of light. Some of the vibrations are going faster than the physical eye's framer it can see as an ultraviolet spectrum. Other vibrations are resonating slower than the physical eyes can see. The infrared spectrums. The rainbow of visible colors is really light that is vibrating at the speed we can see with our physical eye's perception. So, understanding color as energy itself can be used for energy work. Color itself is another manifestation form of subtle energy, and it does affect our spiritual energy fields. Those who are more interested in finding out about how color vibration can work for them are encouraged to read up on color therapy. A good place to start with is the author Faber Buren. Sound itself is also vibration. Harmonics, resonance, tone and music are all energy and therefore can also be used for work. A frequency of sound can change your energy resonating pattern to tune in with the sound. Ever listened to gangster rap and then felt like you're total gangster, or listened to a sweet melody and felt at peace? This is the frequency of energy manipulating your own energy fields with vibration. Sound therapy is one of the ways sound vibrational fields can be used to move subtle energy in a healing and helpful way. Music therapy, chanting and toning are all variations of using sound vibrations to also perform energy work with the use of intent. What else can be considered a manifestation of consciousness subtle energy? The list of everything is infinite: food, plants, animals, humans, water, earth, air, rocks. Rocks. Rocks are energy? Yes. Just like anything else, rocks are also energy. Rocks vibrate at such a slow resonance that the vibration fields seem to not resonate at all. This is because the vibration is at its slowest. But again, quantum physics points out that rocks are made from atoms and all atoms vibrate with the consciousness frequencies. Therefore rocks, stones, etc. are all creations of nothing but subtle energy. This energy is within every atom of a rock. That's a lot of energy. Crystals, rocky cliffs, mountains have their own vibrational frequencies, thus each has the ability to be utilized to affect our physical, emotional, mental, and spirit state of well-being. Getting crazier is the fact that when we consider the inanimate objects like our feelings, thoughts, and desires in the same class as the rest, do our thoughts vibrate? Can our feelings move us? Do our desires work? Thoughts, emotions, desires, hopes, dreams, intention are all manifestations of subtle consciousness energy. Our thoughts, in fact, and emotions vibrate at such a high frequency that they vibrate faster than the speed of light. The ramifications of this is unlimited. If we consider we consciously know that a thought is an energy that vibrates, or moves somewhere, we would have to be very careful of what we think about, as subconsciously it can be manifested unknowingly. Imagine you feel angry. The energy of that anger energy vibrational frequency is energizing, moving somewhere or acting on some inputted code of the matrix energy fluctuations, say your stomach. Wow, I guess now I would want to consciously move that energy out of my energy fields quickly, or at least transmute that energy frequency into a movement that could benefit me. Like swimming. thereby using an energy that could be potentially destructive to an energy that is constructive. This is only a small part of the vast scope that key or subtle energy plays in our lives all of the time. It is all-encompassing. The key energy not only affects us, but it itself can be directed towards consciousness frequency change. For example, when I have positive feelings towards myself, my key is strengthened and I will be more confident and have tons more physical energy to participate in active events I enjoy, which in turn helps me feel good about myself, thereby spiraling up my key energy more, creating more physical energy to be able to be used. The opposite situation can occur also if I project frequencies that create my energy fields to create the feeling of bad about myself. Negative thoughts and feelings weaken one's key energy, and then one becomes less motivated to be able to function physically and less likely to succeed, which will perpetuate my bad manifestation of energy frequencies that create the bad feeling. Intent with focus transforms energy towards the directed outcome of the desire. Creating spells on someone or hexes is nothing more than intent to move the energy towards the practitioner's agenda. There are no such things as spell words, as spell words themselves are vibration of sound that then manifest the transformation of the energy to create the outcome depending on how well the practitioner understands energy. Energy should never be used as service to one's own self and always used as service to others. Understanding how to manifest outcomes themselves through occult energy learning does not mean that you are to use it for service to self, and only for the use to help others, as everyone is you to begin with in the collective consciousness fields. Our subconscious mind, the thoughts and feelings of others, the collective consciousness of mankind also affect the consciousness subtle energy. The deeper oneself digs into understanding, the more we must realize that we need to become responsible for the creation of the life we desire to see. Our physical, emotional, mental and spiritual health of all of us as a collective is our responsibility. After all, responsibility is the ability to be able to respond consciously with knowing what we are manifesting. When we start to think consciously about subtle energy and how all-knowing and encompassing it really is, one can then respond intelligently to the choices we need to make on the everyday basis of life, whether it be should I take this new job, throw this litter on a street or in the bin, or swear because my anger is up. All have reactions to their first created action, and when aware we can adjust to have according understanding of what exactly we are doing and what could the possible outcomes be. Remembering that the food, the medicine, the thoughts, the media, the intentions of all of the consciousness collective of self-awareness, the amount of sunshine, the clarity of water, the freshness of the air we breathe, the emotions, friendships, desires, recreational activities, and a myriad of other energies that we allow or bring into our lives and environment truly to have a positive or negative effect on our own signature of consciousness energy fields. To have control of one's own spirit, we must understand that it is imperative we choose to live consciously and responsibly. The last thing about subtle energy I would like to talk about has to do with the fact again all energy is vibrational fields. As such, vibration can either be resonant or discordant. Vibration can transmit in frequencies that are fast or slow. Vibration can be high or low. How can we tell when our vibrations are manifesting fast or slow or high or low? We need to now discuss another part of our bodies that most are not aware of to be really existent. The answer to this question will be explained in the next chapter of our subtle energy body. For now, let's explain the three major energy fields of consciousness. First, we have the quantum energy fields. Today in modern society, quantum physics lead the way in bringing back the joining of biblical teachings of religion and science fields of education, combining understanding of the truth. This is outgrowth of their work with not so far back discovering the God particle. New theories and paradigms in science such as string theory and multiverse theory sound more like thoughts of philosophers and poets of ancient days. The quantumness of the dimensional mirrors we called indoctrinated term the universe is recognized by science as a living entity of immeasurable intelligence, size, and power. Reports from November 2006 article that was published in February 10th edition of Astrophysical Journal from the Hubble telescope verify one of Einstein's discarded theories of dark matter. Even though he was wrong on a lot like relativity, he was correct with his energy understanding, and the fact that the theory of dark matter was discarded by him makes you wonder if it was done on purpose to hide the truth and show duality law once again. For example, Einstein's relativity law creating fake space, and Newton's law creating gravity was a hoax, but sold as true teaching of indoctrination. His disregarded theories are now proving to show he had full understanding of how everything physical was created from non-physical energy. And now with dark matter or dark consciousness energy we have the constant push of the new understandings evolving in the quantum energy fields. We call this vast energy field God, or more generically, the quantum energy field. The quantum field of dimensional infinite mirrors is a vast book of dimensional mirror consciousness collectives of endless possibilities and infinite wisdom. The source of all manifestation and creation of all existence, extending infinitely beyond human measure. The universal quantum field, source of all, or God as the ultimate living being bringing forth and staying connected to every other living thing in existence and out. At the highest frequency of vibration each form of living matter is interconnected as our particles dance and spin apart. At the lowest frequencies, we appear separate in the mass of our physical bodies, the energy fields projected by human avatars, plant life, mammal constructs, the construct of Earth design, and the infinite mirrors of the indoctrinated term universe altogether provide the interface that connects us all as one. The second field we will explain is the avatar or human energy field. We are basically nothing but electromagnetic beings, composed of tiny particles of energy and information pulsating and spinning at a high rate of speed. At their highest frequency of vibration these particles become further apart. At their lower frequencies, they come closer together manifesting in density of the physical avatar. Albert Einstein, although a puppet of social education indoctrination, had truth hidden in his revealed teachings as I explained above. Some I agree with, some was fabricated to hide the more sophisticated meaning of creation and to subdue the population into a falsehood of what reality is. The points I will make are what I consider to be the truth in his teachings. Einstein proved scientifically that energy becomes matter, and matter becomes energy according to the change in the vibrational patterns of frequency. Although this model is well accepted by mainstream science and physics, the Einsteinian viewpoint has been slowly introduced into the Western medical model to replace the Newtonian paradigm. The avatar or human energy field, the H.E.F., is seen and proven to be existent, being recorded through technology such as the Kirlian photography method as varying layers of colored light around the physical body or avatar. The layers forming the aura pulsate to the energetic field's frequencies of the condition of the physical manifested body. Below is an example of the Kirlian camera capturing the outer energies as energy is color. Image blurred for copyright reasons. For an example on how this works, when a speaker is passionately explaining her story, pale yellow light may be seen manifested around the outskirts of the body's physical outline. As she calms down their delivery, the yellow color that was further away from the body outline in the outskirts may be seen closer to the outline of the avatar of him or her. When a person is enjoying optimal health, their aura will be more constant. When a person becomes weak or indoctrinated term dies, their aura, their energy body diminishes. The human energy field forms the interface reacting with the physical cellular systems of the human endocrine system and physical body. When the energy field is in perfect synchronization and balanced in harmony, the physical manifestation of you experiences optimal health. As the particles of one energy field dance further apart at a higher frequency, they intermingle with the particles of people and other living matter including the earth construct itself. Thus, you may sense or feel a familiar presence in a crowded room even before you ever actually visually see your friend. That explains the human fields, or HEF. Next and last is the earth construct energy field itself. The design of the construct of Earth has a natural electromagnetic field that has the frequency of around 7.8 Hz or Hertz. This is a well-known and documented Schumann resonance frequency measured daily in seismology laboratories. There is much concern now within the scientific community between scientists about the damage caused by the pollution of the constructed design. There is also monitoring of the normally occurring changes in the quantum design of indoctrinated term universe. When one meditates and calm their brain chatter, their brains emit alpha frequencies of 7 to 9 Hz. The human brain in relaxed state is the exact same frequency of vibration of the constructed Earth hologram energy field. When we as humans live closer to nature, the energy of our energy fields is in synchronicity with the energy fields of the Earth. So they experience more balance and better ongoing health, and we thought the ancients living in jungles were primitive. Before the ones implanted into the matrix as the electricity code was designed, ancient cultures had lived in harmony with the Earth itself and the daily and seasonal cycles. Technological advancement has now added tremendous levels of electromagnetic energy millions of times higher than ever before. Microwaves, X-rays, cell phones, television, radio frequencies, high-tension wires etc. Dr. Robert Becker is a world-renowned expert on electromagnetic fields, EMF. He quoted, "At the present time, the greatest polluting element in the Earth's environment is the proliferation of EMF. In addition, the energy field of the constructed matrix we call Earth interacts with the energy fields of the celestial lights in the firmament that in indoctrinated terms are referred to as the planets and constellations. Those changes then reflect on the energy fields of all living bodies including human avatars. The energy fields then as the interface connects all constructed and real player variations of manifestation inside the matrix-designed holographic reality, all living matter, humans, animals, plants and the construct design we call planet Earth.